Friends, I am Hamid Hussain and welcome to my channel Hamid Hussain Tutorial. Okay, so if you want to get complete syllabus of class 10, please subscribe my channel and share my channel. Okay, in this channel we will complete the whole syllabus of mathematics, and then we will complete whole syllabus of science. Okay, so please share with all friends. Okay, don't forget to subscribe, like. Okay, and if you have any doubt, you can comment, you can do comment in the comment section. Okay, so today we will discuss coordinate geometry. So the basic of coordinate geometry that we have learned in the class 9th, that is x coordinate is called abscissa. Okay, in this manner, x coordinate is called abscissa, y coordinate is called ordinate. Okay, and any point is denoted by, first we write the x coordinate and then we write its y coordinate. This is the method by which we denote the position of any point. Okay, so in this chapter basically we will study three things. First one, distance formula, second one, section formula, and third one, area of triangle. And with the help of area of triangle, we can also find whether the given 3 points are collinear or not. So the first thing is distance formula. What is distance formula? Distance formula is used to find the distance between 2 points. Okay, if there are 2 points, okay, first point is x1 y1 and second point is x2 y2. So the distance between them will be, we can find the distance between these points by using Pythagoras theorem. Okay, and you will get the distance between these p. If first point is p and second point is q, then the distance between them will be a square root of x2 minus x1 to the whole square plus y2 minus y1 to the whole square. Okay, it is the same as this hypotenuse equals to square root of sum of the square of two of its legs. Okay, so this is the distance formula. By applying this formula, you can find the distance between 2 points. Example number 1, they have given some points, 3 points. Okay, look here. Do the points 3 2 minus 2 3 and 2 3 form a triangle? If so, name the type of triangle form. Okay, so how can we find that triangle, whether they are form a triangle or not? We have studied in class 7 that for a triangle, sum of 2 sides should be greater than the third side. Okay, so first we will find the distance between these lines. Okay, PQ, QR and APR. Okay, and then we will check that whether the sum of 2 sides is greater than third side or not. So in this case it is greater, so it form the triangle. Okay, now it is asking if so name the type of triangle formed. So since it is following the Pythagoras theorem, so that is why it means PQ square plus PR square equals to QR square, then it will form a right angle. Example number 2, show that the point 1 7 4 2 minus 1 and minus 4 are the vertices of a square. With the same, we will find the distance between them. So distance between all the sides becomes equal square root of 34 and 34, and diagonals also become the same, square root of 68, and it is following that diagonal is equals to square root of, or you can say a square of diagonal equals to sum of the square of two sides. then it form a square. Okay, example 2 is also clear. Next, example 3. Figure 7.6 shows the arrangement of desks in a classroom. Asima, Bharti and Kamala are seated on these points. Okay, 3, 1, 6, 4 and 8, 6 respectively. Do you think they are seated in a line? Give reason for your answer. Okay, so how can we find that whether they are in line or not? So we will try to find the distance between them. Okay, we have found the distance between them, 3 root 2, 2 root 2 plus 5 root 2. We can easily say this 3 root 2 plus 2 root 2 equals to 5 root 2. It means they are in line. Example number 4. Find a relation between x and y such that the point xy is equidistant from the point 7, 1 and 3, 5. Okay, so you have to find a relation between x and y such that these points are equidistant from the third point. Okay, so how can we find? So first of all, we have assumed that a point xy is equidistant from both these lines. It means the distance between xy and 7, 1 will equals to xy and 3, 5. Okay, and we will get a relation xy means 2. We have applied here distance formula. In all this question we have only applied distance formula and nothing else. Example number 5. Find a point on the y-axis which is equidistant from the point 6, 5 and minus 4, 3. So how can we find? It is on the y-axis. If a point is on y-axis, it means the value of x will be 0 and there will be something value of y. So we have assumed that that point is 0, y. Okay, now we have applied the same method that we have applied in the example 4, that the distance between these 2 points 0, y and 3, 5 and 0, y to 7, 1 is equal, and we have found the value of y equals to 9 and the desired point will be 0, 9. Okay, exercise 7.1. Find the distance between the following pairs of points. You can easily find by applying distance formula. Find the distance between the points 0, 0 and 36, 15. Can you now find the distance between the 2 points AB discussed in the 7.2? Yes. Determine the if the point 1, 5, 2, 3 and minus 2, 1 are collinear. The same way that we have learned, that we will find the distance and we will make, if the sum of two sides become the equals to larger side, then they are in collinear, and if it is greater, then they are not collinear. Okay, next question is check whether check whether minus 5 minus 2, 6, 4 and 7 minus 2 are vertices of an isosceles triangle. So what we have to do, we have to find whether they are collinear or not. If they are not collinear, it means they are vertices of isosceles triangle. Question number 5. In a classroom, 4 friends are seated at a point A, B, C and D as shown in figure 7.8. Champa and Chameli walk into the class, and after observing for a few minutes, Champa asks Chameli, "Don't you think ABCD is a square?" Chameli disagrees. Using the distance formula, you have to find whether they are correct or not. Okay, so the coordinate of this point is 0, 0. The coordinate of this point will be 10, 0. This point will be 0, 10, and the coordinate of this point will be 10, 10. Now you have to find the distance between them. So this will come 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, so now this is a square. Question number 6. Name the type of quadrilateral form, if any, by the following points and give reason for your answer. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to just find the distance between them, then you will check whether they form a square or rectangle. Okay, and you have to justify your answer by applying distance formula. And what is distance formula that we have learned? Distance between 2 points is square root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. What is x2 and x1 and y2 and y1? x1 and y1 are the coordinates of the first point, and x2 and y2 are the coordinates of the second point. Find the point on the x-axis which is equidistant from 2 minus 5 and minus 2 9, the same that we have learned in the example. Find the values of y for which the distance between the points 2 minus 3 and 10y is 10 units. Same. If q01 is equidistant from 5 minus 3 and x6, find the value of x. You can easily find that p minus 0 square plus p minus 0 square plus minus 3 minus 1 square. Okay, look here. We have to check. How can we check? The first point is 0 1. The coordinate of point y is 5 minus 3 and r x 6. So how can we check? So if they are equidistant, then the distance between these 2 points and these 2 points will be equal. So what will be the distance between these 2 points? The square root of 5 minus 0 to the whole square plus minus 3 minus 1 to the whole square equals to square root of x minus 0 to the whole square plus 6 minus 1 to the whole square. So 5 minus 0. Okay, here is also square root, here is also square root and square root, or if we will shift, so this will cancel. 5 minus 0 equals to 5 to the whole square 25 plus minus 3 minus 1 minus 4 to the whole square 16 equals to x square plus 6 minus 1 5 25 and 25 will get cancelled. So x square equals to 16, x equals to 4. So, or you can say x equals to square root of 16 or x equals to plus minus 4. Okay, so the coordinate of this point can be plus minus 4. Okay, it means this point may be plus 4 6 or minus 4 6. On both these points this will be equidistance. Find the relation between the x and y such that the xy is equidistant from the 3 6 and minus 7 is the same. Section formula. Now what is section formula? Section formula is this: if there is a line and we have divided this line into some ratio, okay, so what will be the coordinate of this point? Okay, if we know the coordinate of these points, okay, x1 y1 and x2 y2, so we have to find the coordinate of this if we know the ratio, or in some cases there will be twist. In some cases they will give you the coordinate and you have to find the ratios. Okay, so we have to find the value of xy. So xy coordinate will be m1 x2. Okay, m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. This will be the value of x point, x coordinate, and what will be the value of y coordinate? m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. So by using this formula you can easily find the section, you can find the value of this point. Okay, the point at which we have divided this line into m1 and m2 ratio. Okay, so example number 6. Find the coordinate of the point. Find the coordinate of the point which divides the line segment joining the points 4, -3 and 8, 5 in the ratio 3:1. Very easy. By applying that formula, we have found the value of this. Example number 7. In what ratio does the point -4, 6 divide the line segment joining the point A minus 6? Okay. The value of A is -6, 10, and the value of B is 3 minus 8. Okay, so we have to find the ratio. So we have assumed that this ratio is 1:k or M1 and M2, and we will get two equations if we apply the section formula. That we are, what is the section formula? M1 x2 plus M2 x1 divided by M1 plus M2. This is the value of x. So for example number 7, you will get -4 is equals to M1 x2 plus M2 x1 divided by M1 plus M2. When you apply this formula, then you will get a equation in terms of M1 and M2. Okay, in terms of M1 and M2, you will get a equation. When you apply this formula for y coordinate, -8 M1 plus 10 M2 divided by M1 plus M2. So you will get another equation in the term of M1 and M2. Okay, in the term of M1 and M2, you will get another equation. So there are two equations and there are two unknowns. So you can easily find the values of x and y. Okay, you can easily find the value of M1 and M2. There is alternate method. What you have to? You have to just assume that this point is divided into 1:k ratio. So you will find the value of k, and this will be the same. Okay. Example number 8. Find the coordinate of the point of the trisection, that is point dividing in 3 equal parts of the line segment joining the point A 2 minus 2 and B -7 4. So you have to just find the trisection means in this case we will take in the different. First we will take 1:2, then we will take 2:1. Okay, and you can easily find the value of point Q and point P and point Q by the applying section formula. So this chapter is very easy, and the last topic is area of triangle. Area of triangle means if the 3 points will always make a triangle. Okay, so A, B, C. There are 3 points. The coordinates are x1, y1, x2, y2, and x3, y3. So area of triangle will be equals to half x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. So by applying this formula, you can find the area of triangle, and you can also find whether the given 3 points are collinear or not, because for a collinear point the area of triangle will become 0. So if area of triangle becomes 0, it means the 3 points are collinear. So by applying this formula, you can solve the example number 11. Find the area of triangle whose vertices are 1, -1, -4, -6 and -3, 5. Find the area of triangle. You can easily find. Find the area of a triangle formed by the point this by applying that formula. Same. Find the value of k if the points A are collinear. It means you have to assume in this question the area of triangle become 0 and you will easily find the value of k. Okay, because you had assumed. Okay. Example number 15. If A -5, 7, B -4, -5, C -1, -6 and D 4, 5 are the vertices of a quadrilateral, find the area of quadrilateral ABCD. So how can you find? You have to just divide into two triangles and you have to find the area of these two triangles and you have to add the triangle. Okay, then you will get the. Okay, look here. Example number 15. If these points are A -5, 7, -4, -5, -1, -6 and third point is 4, 5. So this will form, these are the form different points. Okay, so this become a quadrilateral. So you have to just divide into two triangles and now you can find the value of. Okay, first you can ABC and ACD, or you can divide into this thing ABD and BCD and you have to add the these areas. You will get the area of quadrilateral. Exercise 7.3. Find the area of triangle whose vertices are. Easy question. By applying the area of triangle form. In each of the following, find the value of k for which the points are collinear. So you have just find the area. If it becomes 0, then these points will be collinear. If the value is not coming 0, then the area of then these points are not collinear. Find the area of triangle formed by the joining the midpoints of the sides of a triangle whose vertices are 0, -1, 2, -1 and 0, 3. Okay, in this question there is something. Question number 3. Find the area of triangle formed by the joining the midpoint of the sides of triangle whose vertices are. This is a triangle 0, -1, 2, 1 and 0, 3. Okay, so another triangle is formed by the joining the midpoint of the triangle. Okay, so how can you find? So when we have studied the section formula, then there was a special case when M1 and M2 is equal. When we have studied the section formula, then there was a case when both these sections are equal. Okay, then so then the coordinate of this point, if x1 y1 and x2 y2, then the coordinate of the midpoint will be x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y will be y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So by applying this formula you can find the coordinate of this. 2 plus 0, 2 by 2, 1 and 1 plus 3, 4, 4 by 2. Okay, 1, 2. 0 plus 0 by 2, 0. -1 plus 3, -1 plus 3 plus 2 by 2 plus 1 and 2 plus 0 by 2, 1 and 1 plus -1 by 2, 0. So these are the 3 points of the triangles formed by the joining the midpoints of the triangle, and now you can find the area of this triangle. So this chapter is very easy, and still if you are getting any doubt, so you can take online classes or you can ask in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, and don't forget to share with all students who are in class 10th. Thanks.